All right, guys, so we are getting ready to start this next project. This is a fire-free shake roof existing. This product came with a 50-year warranty. This roof is shot. It didn't even last 50 years, obviously. But we're gonna be doing a lot more than just the roof. We're gonna eventually be installing a 040 aluminum standing seam roof. This stone right here, I call these areas roof to wall locations, and where the stone is sitting on top of the roof, we need to remove this stone in order to pull out the old copper flashing so that our new aluminum flashing does not touch the copper. So in order to remove that, we got to get the stone off this location. We also have this stone at the fireplace as well. Now this starts at the lower roof section and it goes up through the second floor as well. So we'll be removing that stone, reflashing the walls at this area as well as the sections up on the second floor where the chimney touches the roof. Now once all this stone is off and the new flashing is on, we're then going to stucco these walls as well. Now we need to do that because these walls touch the roof, and once that stucco is complete, we can then prime and paint the walls and have this roof prepped for our new aluminum roof system.
My dad here is while the roof was doing this roof here. It's pretty rough. It's not done yet, but he's gonna get it done and whatever. It's just gonna be good.
We're gonna make it happen, right? We're gonna make it look good? Give me 5. All right. So the guys just called me. We've got some significant wood rot. We also have a really heavy concrete chimney cap that needs to be removed. So we contacted a crane operator. He's gonna come out, lift up the concrete chimney cap so that we can start rebuilding the framing of the chimney. In the process of removing the stone, we realized that this chimney cap was way too heavy. We also could see the exposed rebar and knew that this chimney cap had to go. Some termites and some wood chip framing go down to. Yep. So we're just gonna go down to that beam. It's basically a doubled up 2x. All right, good. All right. So we're gonna be removing this bump out that you see right here with the copper flashing. Originally, when the stone was on the chimney, the stone came and sat on top of this copper. Now that we're going with a metal roof, the copper needs to be changed out so we do not have dissimilar metals. But this design is not needed because the homeowner has decided to go with a stucco finish this time instead of stone. Now you can see why it was so important that we removed this chimney cap before we started doing any more demo. There's a lot of weight sitting on top of rotten studs, rotten plywood. The stone that was on the chimney originally was a coral stone. Now the moisture had pushed through the coral It's gotten all the way to the substrate, which in this case is the plywood, and started to deteriorate the existing structure. In order to make this a safe work environment, we removed all the stone prior to installing the new flashing. If we remove the stone only at the base of the flashing, there's a good chance that the stone would have fallen from the top down. So in order to make this a safe work environment, we removed all the stone prior to installing the new flashing. If this chimney was a stucco chimney, or if this chimney had siding on the exterior, we could have removed smaller portions of the chimney. Fortunately for the homeowner, it was stone. By removing the stone entirely, we were able to take care of the wood rot. One of the main risks for this chimney was the weight of the actual cap. With the structure itself being complete failure, this chimney cap could potentially fall or collapse onto either the existing roof or the new roof that we're getting ready to install. Now that the stone has been replaced, we've installed 30-pound felt temporarily over the rotted wood. We're going to be coming back, we'll remove the felt. We still have the copper flashing to remove as well. Once we rebuild the structure of the chimney, we'll come in and install new flashing at this location, as well as the wall. Once the chimney is replaced, we have new wall flashing. We'll have a diverter at this location, pushing that water, channeling that water away from the new wall covering. That water will either dump onto this lower roof I'm standing on or into a gutter. Now this lower section will be replaced as well. And once the flashing is replaced at this section, we will have a diverter at the end of this column. Once the new wall covering is installed, this diverter will push the water to the outside of this roof line. Originally, the homeowner decided she wanted to go back with the same stone that she had on the home from original construction. Now she's changed her mind. We're gonna do stucco, and I'm glad she did, because the coral is very porous, and as moisture pushes its way through, you're relying on your underlayment, and over time, you're gonna be right back in the same situation with rotted framing, rotten plywood. So now that she's decided to go with a stucco finish, we'll be able to prime that new stucco and paint it, making that concrete more durable and sustainable for years to come. Let me show you guys something. So we're on the other side of this hip roof, and we've got a lot of water dumping onto this section of driveway. And as that water comes down and hits the driveway, the backsplash is damaging the siding on this wall. So in order to alleviate some of that unnecessary water, I'm gonna recommend that the homeowner install a gutter at this location above me and put the downspout somewhere in this bed so that the water is not dumping here at this location. You can see at some point, some stucco has been repaired at this location. By removing some of that unnecessary water, it'll help these areas here at the ground level. One thing I like about updating an older home is just seeing the process. We've got something old, something new. This house has been well maintained for the most part. There's a couple problematic areas, but once we address those, this house is going to be good for many years to come. I'm standing on the balcony at the rear of the home, and above me is exposed ceilings, and the exposed ceilings carry through to the inside of the home as well. Now, the reason I'm doing a 30-pound felt base sheet is I'm wanting to give the plywood a chance to breathe. The felt will go down first. That'll allow us time to replace the chimney, replace the other wall areas that we're gonna be replacing as well. Once that's done, we can then install peel and stick on top of the 30-pound felt. When we had this roof stripped with the 30-pound felt only, the owner was telling us how hot the inside of her house was. So we decided to go up with an upgrade, or she did. That upgrade is a 1-inch ISO board. We checked with our architect, made sure everything that we were doing was to code. We fastened the 1-inch ISO board using screws and plates. Now I want to show you the layers that we have here. So originally, once this roof was stripped, we installed a 30-pound felt base sheet. That was installed using mechanically attached fasteners. Once that was in place, we installed a layer of peel and stick. Then we came up with this system to cool the house with the 1-inch isoboard. We installed that. And then on top of the isoboard, we have another layer of peel and stick. So prior to installing the drip edge, we'll trim all of the layers back, and layers meaning the underlayments. Once that's trimmed back, we can then install the bullnose drip edge. Once the bullnose drip edge is installed, we can call for another inspection. Once that inspection is approved, we will be ready to install these roof panels. There's no way to insulate this attic. There's no crawl space. There's no way to access it. So the only way to insulate this roof is right now, before the panels get installed. All right, so we removed all the rotten plywood. We also removed the rotten framing. We installed new framing and new plywood. The chimney now is dried in. The next step is installing the new wall flashing at the roof to wall locations. Once that flashing is installed, we'll be ready to stucco the chimney. All right guys, so we're installing the standing seam panel. This is an 040 aluminum panel. So we're using stainless steel clips, stainless steel screws. We run a bead of caulk along the edge, and then we seam the standing seam using a seamer. Where we're at right now is the roof to wall location. We've got a base layer of flashing that's tight to the peel and stick, and it's attached to the wall. We're gonna be installing a second layer of flashing. That second layer of flashing will get tucked behind the stucco stop. We'll install a Z metal on top of the panel, and then the new L metal will attach to the Z metal. Just behind me, you can see this area where the water is gonna be coming down, traveling and hitting the backside of this wall. We left the panels short so that the water can flow correctly, moving away from the exterior. If we would have ran these standing seam panels all the way tight to the back of the wall, we would have created a water flow issue. It would have left for staining and possibly water intrusion down the road. So we're wrapping up this project. Unfortunately, the homeowner's out of town and she has not seen her roof completed. I'm gonna send her a short video and hopefully she likes what she sees. Hey, you like the roof?
I like the roof. I think it looks beautiful.
Good.
And I think your dad is gonna do the, what would you call that? The mechanic shed for all the...
Yes. Yeah,
I think he wants to do the roof. He said it was a bad design. At least that's what the painter told me, so I don't know. It looks great. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. And your men and the whole company, you really worked hard. And your dad, I love them. They were just all wonderful.
Well, good. I'm glad you're happy with it. I'll talk to Dad about that other little roof you're talking about where the pool equipment is and see what he says.
Okay.
I'll keep you posted.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. Have a great day. Talk
too.
to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys, so she's really excited about our new roof. That's what you want out of your customers. And I can't wait for her to see it in person whenever she gets back in town. All right, so we just completed this 040 aluminum standing seam roof. Now this is a premium roof. This is built to last. The homeowner is really happy with the overall product. Hope you guys find this video helpful. Please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos in the future. Until next time, see ya.
How much do I owe?
I have no clue. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll find out. I got to crack your file and go through it.
I thought you were sending me the movie first to like soften the edges.
Yeah, nope, not doing that.